Hello, everybody. It's Leah Ray. Welcome, Leah Ray from Digital Trailblazer. Let's dive in. We did an amazing 28-day challenge. So, our 28-day challenge to jumpstart TikTok, Reels on TikTok, or on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or Shorts. It was an amazing little boot camp that we ran. So, we brought a handful of clients through our process. We created a boot camp for 20. It was actually like a 30 some day boot camp. We got some, okay. There was a 30 some day boot camp, but 28 days of posting 3 videos every single day. And we wrapped it up a week and a half ago, I believe. So, or maybe a week ago. It's awesome. All right, let me help. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this is actually showing up in our Facebook group or not. Come on, Facebook. Okay, stop sharing. I don't know if this is not working because of that or what. Let's see. This isn't working. I have trouble streaming. Oh. All right. So let's, I'm going to shut down on here. Hey, Chuck. All right. We're going to do this inside the Facebook group too, guys. So my apologies. It's supposed to be dual streaming. And of course, it ain't dual streaming. So I'm going to have to do this manually on my phone in our group. And I know we've got a lot of people joining. So let's just do it here. All right, let's try it out. Okay, I appreciate your patience if you're on YouTube. My apologies. This is taking forever to start for some silly, goofy reason. All right, there we go. We're going to go live. Why is it ended? I don't want, you can't start. Start video. TikTok, Facebook might be having problems. Oh. Facebook might be having some issues. I don't know why. Let's try this again. One more time. I'll give it one more time. A lot of people were excited about this and coming. Otherwise, I wouldn't take so long to do this. Can't start. I don't know why this is doing this. Okay, people, I'm sorry. We're going to keep rocking and rolling though. And we're going to go because we got people here. And it's really cool information. So even if I have to repost this from maybe my personal page or something on Facebook, I'll have to do that because I don't know. We can't go live in my group anymore. That's weird. Oh, Lisa. Well, good. I'm glad you're here. You're part of the reason I was trying to get it going in the group. I know you wanted to come, but the feed, I literally, it crashes. I can't go live on StreamYard. It's crashing, and on just pulling up live on my phone. So good to see Lisa. Let's dive in. All right, 28 days of posting 3 videos a day. Now, here's the structure of it. We had basically for my account and probably several of our clients, I had kind of not done anything with any of the accounts for quite a while when it came to short form vertical video. So the deal was the first week I was teaching them on the basics of how to create things, how to navigate around. And then we moved from there into starting the first day of the second week was daily videos, 3 videos every single day. And there was a certain ratio of growth type videos, nurture type videos, and conversion type videos that people were supposed to follow. So that's sort of the structure of this. And it was interesting. We had some really cool stuff and some great people that participated with us and had a good time. So kind of let me give you some stats because to me, that's the juicy part. Like I've heard people are doing this and it made me want to go ahead and do it as well. I was using it. I wanted to jumpstart our own account and my own content creation. I was like, well, we can just invite some people to do it with us and have some fun. And it turned out very interesting. It was quite an experience. So I'm excited to really go through this with you guys. As questions pop up, throw it in the comments and I will respond. And if you have at any time, if you feel like you're going to need some help with this stuff, or you need some better strategies or anything, we're here for you. You know what we do. Comment info to chat. And if you want our free access to our 7 days to high ticket coaching clients, our Trello board, type in Trello and we'll get you over that as well. So you get the structure, 3 videos. And we didn't set required times of the day. It was just 3 videos a day. Okay, that was it. Now, in all honesty, I think I missed one day right at the very end because I fell asleep before I posted my final video. So yes, that was on me. So technically, instead of the 84, I think it is, videos that I should have posted during this time, it was 83. So it was a pretty good success rate, if you will, from myself. Sticking to it, I did pretty good, especially I had a bunch of travel during that time frame, which made it interesting and challenging. But let's get into the good stuff. And I was going to share my screen, but maybe I guess I could try this again. Let's show what some of the data is, right? Because I did before and afters. And there we go. Okay, so I made this big. So hopefully you guys can see this. If it's too small, my apologies. Make it your full screen, turn it sideways, whatever. But I posted to every platform because you know me, I'm an overachiever, right? So what I did is I focused on one platform, which was TikTok. And then I shared it to Facebook on my personal profile, Instagram on our business page, which shared it to our business page on Facebook, YouTube on our YouTube channel, and then also shared it occasionally. I would share it to LinkedIn. We do have some tools that we're using on LinkedIn that I can't log into LinkedIn during certain times of the day because those tools are running and I don't want to set off any red flags. So I only did a handful to LinkedIn just because of the timing issues. So let's look at the before and after. So before and after on TikTok. Actually, this is oh, hold on. I'm looking on the wrong page. Hold on one second. So what we did, there we go. This is what we needed. Okay, the after data. So I purposely left my account alone and didn't do anything with it recently because I wanted to get a true test of the process, right? Like see what happens. If the account is fairly dead, what's going to happen? So if we look, this started on, Rock, be quiet. My puppy wants to shake. This started on October 30th and it finished on December 2nd. Okay. So in the past 4 weeks, 4 weeks to 4 weeks is probably the best things to look at. But I had only 185 video views. And that's with, I think I had 5,000 followers and a lot of videos in there. I just hadn't been actively posting. So I was at 185 video views by the end of the 4 week, or by the end, end of the 4 weeks, I was at 21,000 video views. So a big difference. Hey, Alicia, good to see it. Alicia, if you actually wanted to post in the group or in the event in the group and send them the link to my personal stream, that would be really helpful because something's broken. I can't stream in the group for some reason today. So that would be really helpful, Alicia. Okay. So obviously a huge jump in views, about 1,000% video view increase. Profiles reached, right? From 21 profiles reached to almost 20,000. So again, about 1,000% increase, massive, everything, 600% increase in profile views. We had all kinds of good stuff here. So likes, obviously 1,000 increase, comments, 1,000, shares, 1,000, conversions, 400%. And those were people actually clicking on the website. Okay. I have all kinds of screenshots that show it, but we want to go right just to the data. Instagram. Now, if you look at our Instagram account, the starting point was, we got 33,000 followers on Instagram, but it's also really dead because those are from a long time ago and they're real. They were real people. At least they were years ago when we started it. But it's not an engaged page at this time. So if we look at where this started from, accounts reached, and we weren't posting reels or stories on Instagram, what we were posting was just regular content, right? Just regular old stuff, not reel specific. And all we kept the content piece the same. We just added reels to what we were doing. And so we had a 1,287% increase in the accounts reached on Instagram, right? So 23,300 accounts reached, 200% increase in engagement, total followers. This is, while this might look bad, it's actually good. We need to clean out that account, right? So we're getting engagement from new people, and old people are going away who it doesn't fit for anymore, or who are dead weight. So 82% increase in profile activity, external links, 140% increase in that. Facebook was interesting. I'll be honest. I had some videos on Instagram that went like mini viral, right? So they went to a few, 1,000 or so views, and which was really good, because really for me in Instagram, if I ever randomly posted a reel, it maybe got 50 or 60 views. Now I consistently am getting hundreds of views, and I've had a few videos on Instagram that are in the thousands. So that was definitely a bump up. TikTok as well. Our views were stuck. I was previously stuck in the 200 to 300 jail, if you will, on TikTok. Working through our boot camp, I am now really consistently upper 500s to mid 700s on my typical content, my regular content. And occasionally I have one pop, like one last week is up at 6,500. So, and that's on TikTok. So we had some of those pop on TikTok, which is great. Facebook, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I was doing more reels on TikTok or on Facebook, and Facebook had at that time produced the best. So I was thinking, yay, this will be my best platform because I have this big network on Facebook anyway. No, Facebook did not perform well. It was interesting how that worked. So, I mean, it was definitely an increase, right? I had more reach, 18%. Reels reached, I had 664%. So clearly I reached a lot more people, which is good. But I was surprised on how poorly Facebook actually produced for me. I have some theories, and when we get into the lessons learned here, I'm going to I'll talk a little bit about that. But yes, it was interesting. So this is my main profile, which is a professional profile. So professional level profile, but it's my personal profile. Yes, good clarification, Lisa. Honestly, I didn't even collect the data on my business profile, but it should be linked to the Instagram. So I guess that should count. Yes. So check that out. Okay. Now the next piece here was YouTube. What did we see with YouTube? YouTube was interesting. We got consistently, and this, I don't know what I did here. Okay, I think these are supposed to be one column. Yes, that's what this is. Okay, so this is supposed to be October, and the second column is December 2nd. Okay, so views for YouTube were significantly higher, a massive amount of views. So we went from 3,000 views to 28,000 views on YouTube. Now, context on our YouTube channel, we have 25,000 subscribers on YouTube. We used to be better at producing regular long form content on YouTube, but we just haven't for the last few years, just because of time constraints. But we do post our podcast on there twice a week, but that's really all we're producing for regular long form content. So it's kind of died down quite a bit from where it once was. So that's kind of where I was starting from. And then I was just adding reels to that. So we had a massive increase in views. So 27,900 more views than previously. Watch time increased The percentage was a 34% increase in watch time. Subscribers change. We had a 1,050% increase in new subscribers. Revenue and stuff I don't really pay attention to because we make money elsewhere. And yeah, so we had a lot that we were looking at. Let me change where I'm sharing here. So overall, which shouldn't surprise you, we did some big changes, some little changes, but all for the better by producing a bunch more content. Did you say it was regular videos or shorts? All of these were shorts. So on YouTube, it's shorts, Facebook and Instagram Reels, TikTok or TikToks, and LinkedIn now has shorts. I don't know what they call them, but it's like shorts on LinkedIn as well. So I did a handful on LinkedIn. So yes, this is just adding in the short form content. Now, our clients did would do similarly. We had folks that had just started their profiles at the beginning, and then were getting very similar data afterwards. Okay, so 1,000% increase in video views on TikTok, profile views, likes, all those things, very similar kind of data to what I was seeing percentage wise. So yeah, it's really, if you think about just the pure volume. Now on YouTube, our shorts typically get around 500 for views. So time per day you spend on all of this. Oh, that's a really good question, Lisa. Let me write that down to come back to. Time per day. Okay, so with YouTube Shorts, they were typically getting around 500 views per short. At the beginning, it was less. About midway through, it picked up and it was more consistently getting about 500, 400 plus views per video. We did have a handful of videos that got into the thousands, which was nice. So that was good as well. So everywhere had some video that popped in some way, got into the thousands, except for Facebook, which didn't do much at all, which I was kind of surprised about. So if we think just about the pure number of videos created, it was a lot, right? 84 videos or whatever in that amount of time. Now, what worked overall? One thing that I noticed is my face videos did better. So I do have, I taught on it in the boot camp for the clients that were going through it with us, but I taught how to use CapCut, and they've got all these cool kind of meme templates that you can use. And they did generally okay for me. And they'd be, someone, you put a background on something, a meme kind of thing, and then you put your own text to make it relevant to your industry or what you do. Those often did okay. They did fine on TikTok for the most part. Some of them bombed, but for the most part, they did fine and did the average number of views. But like Facebook, where I have a community and they're used to my face and they know who I am, those videos absolutely did much better on Facebook than those meme template videos by far. And yeah, so that was just sort of across the board. I saw that in a lot of places, that it was just and with TikTok too. If I fell into the routine of like just throwing up one of those template videos, it didn't do good. Like if I fell into the routine, I could mix one in every once in a while and it was fine. But if I relied too heavily on that, then the views overall started to drop. So it was a tool to use and mix in occasionally, but not to overuse. Okay. So if you know what I'm talking about, you can, CapCut has that. It's a pretty cool thing. Another lesson learned is just to really, and I think for folks going through this, it was a big thing for them to understand how much you had to study video editing when it comes to talking head videos. Just sitting there and just talking on a topic probably isn't going to work. You have to actually think about, how am I structuring this talk to really get them engaged, keep them engaged, and keep them here the whole time. because people have zero, like the attention span of a goldfish. So I think that was a big, like, I think everyone knew it probably intellectually, but to actually see it in action and to see how good or not good they naturally were at it was something, right? Really having to think about that video structure and think it through, right? Another thing is that polished doesn't necessarily mean better. So super polished videos where you're all made up and you've got great editing and lighting and all this kind of stuff don't necessarily do better. So really raw, especially on TikTok. Raw works really well on TikTok. It kind of depends on your brand, I think, in other places, but raw is very real, easy on TikTok. So not having to put on a bunch of filters or to look gorgeous or to do all this prep work, but just to be real and just show your craziness or whatever. So I think that's good. So with would I advise 28 days, right? Part of that, you got to think about the time. All right. Now, for myself, how this was initially structured and how I had planned to do it, and I started doing it, was that I was going to batch all my content on Saturdays and Sundays. So 21 videos recorded on Saturdays and Sundays, and then I would just be publishing them throughout the week. So the time per day during the week was minimum. Saturdays and Sundays, though, I had to carve out several hours to record my videos. Now, would I recommend doing that? I learned for myself that I don't produce my best videos when I'm doing that high volume. I like batching, but probably stopping at batching at 10 at a time and not going beyond that. Because what I found myself doing when I was batching 21 videos at once is I was getting lazy. I was not doing my best work. I was not as creative as I could have been. So I know for myself, I do better when I batch because I'm in the creative mode, but I can't do too many because then I'm like, I got to get go. Like I have got to feed my kids. Like I got to finish this up and I'm trying to rush it too much and I don't let that creativity happen. Right. So I learned for myself, probably 10 is around my limit for batching. My goal was to batch every weekend during these 4 weekends. However, it didn't happen. I ended up driving from Florida to Minnesota, which was an entire weekend, one entire weekend, and then back the next entire weekend. So I really didn't have that batching down, and I was just doing it on the fly and like, oh, just get it done, right? Because I had to have the data. I put, I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And so even if I'm juggling a lot, and so in our business, I'm not just coaching, I'm running our sales team. I'm doing sales calls. I'm running podcast interviews throughout the day. My calendar is crazy full. Plus I've got 2 kids. So this was a lot to take on. I probably shouldn't have done it when I was traveling because I could have stuck to my weekends and that would have made it easier for me. But I did it and I stuck to it. I did find though that long-term, I think it was a good jump start to the account and to video creation, because if we're not practiced at something, even if we've done it a lot in the past, we're not going to be as good as we could be. Like when you do something in large volume, it forces you to like figure stuff out, right? You get in that zone. You've got to do some stuff. You open up different avenues of thinking and you get a little more creative, all that kind of stuff. So I think it's a really, really good option for folks to jumpstart their accounts. I'm glad that I did it. Absolutely. I learned so much about what content works well, where I need to do better, where's opportunity for growth. All of that absolutely was really, really valuable to me and to the folks who went through it. But for ongoing, I know that I cannot keep up at 3 a day. And what I've seen is when forcing myself to do 3 a day, I did some crappier content, if you will. And I didn't actually even stick to the plan of, it was like 1 out of 6 in our structure of our boot camp, and this will kind of answer a little bit of your last question, Lisa, with sales conversions. So with TikTok, with any audience, you have to give a lot more before you can start asking, right? Asking for the sale sort of thing. So how we started this off is that the first like 2 weeks were only like the first week was only growth videos. The second week, I think we started working in nurture videos, or maybe that was the third week. And then it wasn't until the fourth week that we actually added in conversion videos. And those conversion videos were only like 1 out of 6 videos, right? Because you can't be hitting that too hard, right? You have to still give a lot of value. And conversion videos are typically the lowest views. So you want to mix it in between growth videos and nurture videos and all that kind of stuff. So all of that was planned really beautifully and is a really good theory. However, I will admit I didn't follow my own plan when it came to keeping those ratios. So it was like 2 growth to 1 nurture. And then when we added in conversion videos, it was like 1 out of 6, right? But we wanted to have a time where we weren't doing any asks. We were just giving, and we were just building that audience and building that goodwill and conversion. So I don't think I posted a single conversion video because I was too busy trying to keep up. And I know that conversion videos take thought, and you have to slow down, and you've got to do it good. And I just kind of ran out of time to do it. So we are all human. We all do our thing. So that's what I'm mixing in now. So my post 28-day plan and what I'm doing now is slowing down and doing 1 video a day. I can manage 1 video a day, and I can plan and produce a good conversion video, like 1 video a week. That was really actually pushing them towards something. So that's the ongoing plan. Okay. I know I had we had quite an increase on website clicks from Instagram, from TikTok, but yeah, I didn't actually have a conversion type video. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. With time, when I was doing it on the fly, it would take anywhere from 10, 15 minutes to 45 minutes, depending on what type of video I was creating and how much editing or thought or anything that I wanted to put into it. One of the biggest lessons is the reciprocity factor within TikTok. It is powerful. If your views are down on TikTok, go watch your competitors for a while and engage on their stuff. And you should not watch any video on your business account on TikTok that isn't related to what your target audience would be watching. So TikTok will show your videos to the same people who are watching, to the people who are watching the same videos that you're watching. That's where they start. So if you're watching like crazy cat videos and you're talking about mindset, there's a clash there. And that's why you're getting stuck at those lower levels. So definitely, I think it's a wonderful idea to jumpstart everything, to get things going, to get some good momentum, to learn. I know for myself, it is not a good place for me to stay, that I need to slow down with all the things that I'm juggling. And I need to slow down and work on quality over quantity and get really better at super high quality videos and just slow all of that down. And then if I have time, I may do TikTok lives instead of just creating more of content, creating more TikToks, or instead of just, doing 2 extra TikToks a day. If I have time, I could just jump on a live instead. So just kind of getting out there and engaging in different ways on the platform has really been, that's my ongoing plan. So what questions y'all have, throw them in. I got 30 seconds. I got to go jump on a coaching call, but if you haven't grabbed it yet, type Trello for our 7-day blueprint for high ticket clients and comment me in the chat if you want to talk and just see how we can help you with all this stuff. If you need a traffic strategy, if you need a sales system, if you need a way to generate more leads and sales. So yay, Trello. We'll send all that over, Leslie and Lisa. Awesome. Send me a hi. Lisa, I got you. But Leslie, I don't know if we've messaged before. Send me a hi in Messenger so I can respond to that. Okay. Have a blessed rest of your day, and I'll see you next week, same time, 5:30 Eastern. I'll see y'all there. Bye.